Okay, so in my last video, I showed how there could be obviously this 2 week time frame into the morning now that we're in, okay, because of the 2 week time frame that was from the end of the third night watch going into the crossover point there, um, for the resurrection overlapping obviously with the ninth hour on the 6th of September, and how that was obviously 16 days into the fourth night watch, which is what we have here. Even though we don't have a fourth night watch, we are in the daytime period now, and 16 days into the day period would take us to the 1st of August. And using a dark moon, which is based upon a Gentile pattern, which is what this is now, a 1717 Gentile pattern on the calendar, 16 days would obviously take us to the 1st of August. So that is why I will be spending these next 2 weeks encouraging us in hope, because I do believe that I'm at the point of completion, but there are these 2 extra weeks to go. Now, yesterday afternoon, I had two short dreams when I took a nap, right? And I didn't know what the dreams meant. I thought maybe because of all this hassle and issues that are going on, maybe I'm having these weird dreams. But what happened was, in the first dream, it was in the queue, which is what you call in America the line, in a store, okay, and I was paying for something, and I looked over to my right, and I saw a very angry looking man looking at me, and immediately in the dream I knew that he was a YouTuber that was against this timeline, but I didn't know which YouTuber he was, but I knew that he was someone um that didn't like me, really. And so I was waiting in the queue, and I was thinking, oh great, so he's going to hit me now, he's going to beat me up in the shop, this is just great. So anyway, I wasn't afraid of him, I was just expecting him to come and beat me up, right? So when I moved out of obviously I paid for what I needed to pay for, and as I was leaving to go, he was there, obviously, sort of like 2 meters away from me. So I walked over towards him, as if to say, "Come on, then, just punch me, just hit me, do what you want to do. Okay, it's fine, I'll take it." And anyway, he looks at me with this real aggressive look about him, and he leans over and he gives me a kiss on my right cheek twice. He pecks me twice on my right cheek, and he pulls away, and he's still looking really annoyed with me. And I'm like, okay, that's unexpected. I wasn't expecting to get two, short kisses on the cheek, but thankfully I thank you that you didn't beat me up. So that's something. And then in the next part of the dream, I have this fish tank. Now, I don't own fish tanks, right? But what was strange was, in the dream, I had this bag of, like, this plastic bag full of water. And as I looked in the bag, there were these two little fish that were in the bag. And I said, "Oh, you're not even in the tank." I said, "You need to get in the tank." So I had no idea, because I don't own fish. Obviously, how I need to get the tank, to get these fish in the tank. And I had someone help me to clean out the fish tank, and we got these two fish in the tank. But they weren't in the tank. They were on the side. And I was like, "No, you need to go in the tank. The tank's here." So I think what the interpretation was the fact that I had two fish that needed to go in the tank, was I needed 2 weeks that needed to be included on the time frame that I wasn't including. And the two pecks on the same side of my right cheek means that what I am doing is right. And the mocker is annoyed with me. And maybe he was annoyed with me because it is right. The fact that he kissed me on the right cheek shows that it's right. And he kissed me twice to say there is a 2 week time frame. But the fact is, I think the interpretation is also that I am still going to get 2 weeks of grief on YouTube from the mockers. So the 1st of August really is the 16th day into the 4th kind of time frame, night watch, so to speak, even though it's the daytime. And it's also the new moon day of the 5th month. And after 4 months comes the harvest. Now, I know that there will be other Pentecost watches towards the end of July based upon the new crescent moon calendar, but they use a different template. Okay, the template that I use uses a proper 100-day count, which takes us to the 1st of August. So whilst you may have Pentecost high watches on either the 27th or 28th of July, I want you to know that the 1st of August is there as well. Okay. So I just want to do this video just as a quick follow-up. I hope that's encouraged you, and I will be doing these videos in the next 2 weeks to bring encouragement to everybody, because I do believe that my work as a watchman is done now on YouTube, but I'm doing this purely because of my love for you, that I want to encourage you to keep the faith. Okay? Well, God bless you, everybody. Have a great day.